We'll start the second part of the video where we left the video first. Here we are getting the data from the database, and now I want to append the data which I'm sending. The message which I sent to my friend should be appear on the box of the message list so that I come to know that I have sent message. To do that, I will just simply copy the whole classes, and the place message is a div where I want to append the message which I'm sending. After success message, when the response comes back, then you can type place message, which is the ID of the div where I want to append the message which I sending to my friend, and put here append. Then you have to append here the whole HTML divs of the messages, because it's quite different to display the HTML and CSS data in JavaScript. I'll copy my message and place here. Then through this way you can basically append your message which you are sending to your friend. We'll see later how can you receive this message at real time through Pusher and JS. But before that, I want to just place that message which I'm sending. Then after that, we'll see how can we receive the message which I'm sending by the Laravel Pusher.js library. I'll change here, because this way you can display a message at server end, but now you are receiving in a jQuery. I'll change this message, and the response is coming in data variable. I'll place here two plus sign and then the data variable between the plus signs. Through this way you can display the data at the server side after AJAX success function. I'm logged in as a Ali account, so I'm sending to admin. Wait here, yes, here you can see at real time the message which I sent to my friend is appeared in my message box, right? Now I want to change the image of the message which I'm sending and receiving. To do that, I change just the image name, because I have two images. I'll refresh it, then I'll send this message to myself. I'm typing here a message and click on send button. So yes, now with the new image I receive this message, because I did this because of the to discriminate the message which I send and which I would receive at real time. Now I want to clear the text box after sending a message. Now you will see when I will send a message, then after message successfully sent, the box would be cleared. I don't have to clear it manually. Here you can see the message box is ready to send a message again. Up to this, we have completed basically the server side stuff and database stuff. Now after that, let's move toward our real part, which is the real-time integration and receiving of messages and sending the message. How to do that? Let me close all these things and open your Pusher.js. This is the library which is used to broadcast the messages and receive the messages through broadcasting. Here you can create your account. If you don't have, then you can log in through your Gmail account. As I've already logged in, this is your dashboard. After login, click on manage and create app. Here you can give the name of your application. I'm giving here chat app. AP2 is a server name like Asia Pacific, and front end I selected jQuery and back end I selected Laravel. Now I try to click a purple color button. It's my video recorder. I try to click the purple color create button, which is downside of my video recorder. Yes, exactly, I did this, and after creating the application you will see the documentation like this, and this is the Composer library code. If you install it through Composer, then you can access to this library, but I'm using the Laravel 5.8 version. I'll go in the Laravel documentation and we'll type here broadcasting. Click on broadcasting and see here the broadcasting library installation link. Copy here. You can see 4.0 version is compatible with Laravel 5.8 version, and paste here. Let it to be download. Here let me tell you one important thing. Go in your resources and JS, and in your Bootstrap JS, this part would be commented by default if you are using it first time. Then you have to uncomment this and save this path. Okay, and save this page, close it and get back to our command line. Let's see. Yes, library has been downloaded successfully. Now let me move forward. Go into your .env file and update IDs here. Here we have 3 IDs. One is application ID, second is application key, third one is application secret. You have to update 3 at the same time. If you are using it first time, then you would see all the entries empty first, then you can update from your documentation, right? After that, as we have already created the event, message event, then you have to paste these 2 functions in your message event and update the name here. You can pause the video and type these functions. I'm giving here the channel name chat app channel and broadcasting as which is basically an event, and through this event will receive the message at real time. I am giving it the name chat app event and close this event. And go into your message controller, and as the message is sent to database successfully, I will broadcast this message. After broadcasting, our users would be able to receive a message at real time. To broadcast a message, I'll call the broadcast event. This is how you can call to your event. Type event, small bracket, new, and your event name. I have created an event, message event, and to parameters I have to pass. First is message, which I want to broadcast. Through this way you can integrate and receive different notifications and messages real time. It's a wonderful library which is Laravel giving. And type here user ID which you want to broadcast, right? This is how your message would be sent online, and your user would be, and your friend or any other user which you want to send a message would be able to receive without refreshing page at real time, as you receive a notification at Facebook. I'm sending message here. Let me see if there are any server side error found. Yeah, exactly, I meant a server side error because I have problem in my code. Let me see it first. Message event. Let me go in message event class. Passing through variables. It's okay. Go in definition. Here you can see I didn't implement this event because we have to implement this to should broadcast, which is a broadcasting class. In your documentation of pusher, you can see here how you have to treat with your event. Through this documentation you can create your event. It's very simple. You have to type the command php artisan make event and event name and hit enter. I'll refresh my page and see here now there is no error of pusher. But I have error at server end again. There would definitely be something missing. Let me see it. Our event is fine, not a problem. It's good. Yeah, here is a problem. The receiver ID I put here user ID, so I'll replace it and save and refresh it. Now I try to send a message and see any error at server side. I'm sending message to admin and click button. Yeah, message sent successfully. No error at server side. Now I want to receive this message which is broadcasted. Copy it. You can type it manually because I have already code, so I will not type it to save the time as the video is already got very lengthy. I'll paste and copy again the code which is used to subscribe the channel and event, and how can you display the message and receive the message and display that message in your message box. Copy it and paste here. You can paste at the top of your page or at the end of your page where you want to paste, no problem. I'll paste at the top of the page. In script tag, paste here. Then I'll change it according to my need. Chat app, I'll name here chat channel. Pusher.subscribe and subscribe to the channel name which I mentioned in my event class. Copy this channel and paste. And chat channel is a variable. Then I try to bind with the variable to my event, chat app channel and chat app event. Okay, fine. Here is a user ID. This is the ID of the user which you logged in, and second data user ID is the ID which is broadcasted by the sender. And if the logged in user and broadcasted ID is matched, then will append the message, will receive the message which was broadcasted. So I'll copy the same code which we did before to append the sending message. Same will append the message which we are receiving through broadcasting. I'll paste here, right? Now I'll change the data, because now the data which I'm going to receive in message variable, if you watch the event, then I took the two variable, first was message and second was user ID. So I here give data and message because there were two variables in the data, one was message and second was user ID. I'll refresh it and we'll see is there any error. Yes, pusher is not defined. To define the pusher, I'll go again in my pusher account and see here I got here one new thing, var pusher equal to new pusher and ID and cluster ep2 your server name, and I'll copy it and paste at the top of my page. I'll paste exactly at the same place where I subscribed my channel, and event at the top of that I'll paste. Okay, good, it's fine now. I'll refresh. Here you can see pusher.js error gone. It means we are going in right direction. I tried to send message to myself. Let's see either I receive message to myself or not. Now I got an error, user ID is not defined. Basically this is a user ID which I'm getting through the meta tag, but here the meta tag is not functioning. Here you can see the meta tag. Basically this is the ID of the logged in user. For example, I'm Ali, I'm logged in through Ali account, so I'm getting the ID of the Ali and comparing the ID of the Ali to the broadcasted message. If that two IDs are matched, it means the message basically sent for me, and then I receive that message and display in my dashboard. So I try to access it through this query selector. Let's see it. Again, it's not working. It means the jQuery has updated something. Basically this is not working, so I'll try to get it through another way. I'll again update it, because this should be the ID of your exactly the same application which you created at your pusher, right? Because I copied that from the application which I created before, that's why I updated. But you need to copy it from your server if you are using first time only at one time. Now I'll replace the meta with the input hidden, and here I'm getting the value of the logged in user in the value tag and giving the ID user ID, and through this ID I would be able to get the ID of the logged in user, and then dot value. Okay, fine. I'll change here the image because sending and receiving image should be different. I'll refresh my page, and again I'll try to send this message to myself, and let's see if I receive this message twice. It means my broadcasting working perfectly. Here you can see message repeated to myself and message repeated to myself, exactly working fine without any error. Here you can see I didn't refresh the page. I basically got this through broadcasting. Let's open another window in cognitive mode, and I'm going to log in through another account, which is admin account, and on another terminal I am logged in through another user account. Now I try to send a message, but before that let me clear all the messages from the database so that I could show you the real-time chat from very scratch. Let me open my database, and to my database and table, send message. Now I'll delete all these. Okay, I'm refreshing. No message because I've deleted from database. I selected the user to whom I want to send a message. I'm resizing my windows at one page. Then I'll send message so that you could watch the messaging at real time. Here you can see my two windows logged in by two different users, and I'm going to send a message from one user to another. Here I sent. Here you can see on the left window I didn't refresh the page, but I received a message. It means my broadcasting listening and broadcasting pushing working perfectly fine. I'm sending message and giving response perfectly normal, and everything is good. If you have any problem while doing this, then you can put a comment and I'll respond to you as soon as possible. If you need a source code, then comment below my video, I'll share with you. This is how you can create your own chat application. If you want to utilize it in your any project, then you can freely use it. Thank you very much for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for latest videos.